Did you know there was a time when the entire world was covered in water, and only one man's family survived? This is the incredible story of Noah, the great flood, and humanity's second chance. Long after Adam and Eve left the Garden of Eden, humans spread across the earth. But instead of growing closer to God, they became violent, cruel, and corrupt. The Lord saw how evil the people had become. He was sad that he had made them. It hurt him deeply to think that all the good he had planned for them would never come to pass. They had rejected him as their king and were determined to make life on earth as bad as possible. But this did not have to be their fate. The Lord had other plans. He chose one man named Noah, who was different from everyone else. He was kind and compassionate, and he always did what was right. Noah lived with his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and his wife, and they all served the Lord. One day, the Lord said to Noah, "I am going to destroy everything I have made on the earth, all people and all animals, for I regret that I have made them." But Noah found great favor in the eyes of the Lord. So he said, "Noah, I have seen that you are a righteous man, blameless in your generation, and I have decided to preserve you and your offspring with you in the boat. You must build a boat for yourself and your whole household so that you can survive the flood that I will send upon the earth." Then Noah asked, "How long, Lord, before you bring about your plan? How long before the flood comes and I build an ark?" Noah knew that he didn't have much time, but he didn't complain or ask for more time. Instead, he started building the boat right away. The Lord told Noah exactly how to build the boat. It had to be huge, made of gopher wood, bound together with resin. It was to be 3 stories high, with a special compartment built into it for the animals. When the boat was finished, Noah looked at the gigantic vessel, over 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. And he wondered if he really could put the entire animal kingdom inside such a small space. But the Lord reassured him, saying, "I will indeed bring the floodwaters upon the earth for the punishment of the wicked. But you are to bring into the boat you and your sons with you, and your wife and daughters-in-law, and your sons-in-law too, by 2 of every kind of living thing that moves and everything that lives and flies, that it may live with you. And take with you food for you and for them, for each day, for every bird and beast, that it may live." Noah gathered his family in pairs of every kind of animal and brought them all into the boat. Soon, it was time for the great flood to begin. Noah and his family and all the animals were safe inside the boat, but everything outside was falling apart. The rains poured down for 40 days and 40 nights. The wind blew fiercely, causing waves to crash against the sides of the boat. Floods engulfed mountains, trees, and cities, wiping out all traces of human life. As Noah looked out into the raging waters, he knew that there was nowhere left for the wicked to hide. They had rejected the Lord, and now they were gone forever. Noah and his family felt deep sorrow for those lost in the flood, but they also knew that they were blessed to be saved. They clung to the side of the boat and waited patiently for the storm to pass. At first, it seemed like the rain would never stop. But finally, after 150 days, the clouds parted and the sun peeked through the cracks. Noah sent out a raven, which flew back and forth across the sky, unable to find dry land. But then he sent out a dove, and this time it came back with an olive leaf in its mouth. A sign that the waters were receding and dry land was visible again. Noah waited another week before sending out the dove again, but it did not return. So he knew that the earth was ready to be rediscovered. As the rain subsided, Noah and his family emerged from the boat and stepped onto the dry land. They were greeted by a world that was both familiar and strange. The mountains and valleys looked the same, but everything else was new. All the people, cities, and even wild animals were gone. Noah and his family were truly alone. Looking around, Noah realized that they needed a new beginning. So he built an altar and offered sacrifices to the Lord. thanking him for saving their lives and giving them a second chance. The Lord smelled the sweet aroma of the burnt offering and was pleased with Noah and his family. He promised never to curse the earth again and gave Noah and his descendants permission to live anywhere they wanted. As a symbol of this new covenant between God and man, the Lord placed a rainbow in the sky. Then the Lord said to Noah and his sons, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and everything that moves along the ground." And so Noah and his sons began the great task of repopulating the earth with all kinds of animals and plants. They released the animals they had brought out of the flood and watched as they filled the forests and meadows. They planted seeds that sprouted into crops and trees, and they taught their children and grandchildren about the Lord and his promises. The world was different now, but there was still evil in it. Yet the Lord had hope for the future, because he knew that there were people like Noah who were kind, compassionate, and believed in him. Through Noah and his family, the Lord was able to start over and create a better world. The story of Noah reminds us that no matter how dark things may seem, there is always hope for a brighter future. Even when the world seems to be falling apart, there is always the possibility of a fresh start, a new beginning. The Lord may test our faith and challenge us to trust in him, but he will never leave us nor forsake us. In times of great trouble, we can take comfort in knowing that the Lord is with us and that he has a plan for our lives. We may not always understand his ways, but we can trust that he will guide us and protect us if we have faith in him. So let us remember the story of Noah and his family as we face the challenges of life. Let us be strong in our faith, courageous in our hope, and faithful in our love for the Lord. The Lord is our shepherd, and we shall not want. He makes us lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our soul. He leads us in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Noah, the righteous man, was warned by God about the impending destruction of the world due to its wickedness. Guided by divine instructions, he constructed a massive boat called an ark to preserve himself, his family, and 2 of every kind of animal. When the time came, they all boarded the ark, and the heavens opened, releasing a torrent of rain that lasted for 40 days and 40 nights. This deluge wiped out all life on earth except for those who had sought refuge in the ark. After the flood waters receded, Noah and his family emerged from the boat and were greeted by a world cleansed and renewed. God blessed them and all living creatures, granting them dominion over the earth and establishing a covenant with them, symbolized by a rainbow. The story of Noah serves as a reminder of God's judgment against sin and his mercy towards the righteous. It also offers a message of hope and renewal, signifying a fresh start for humanity after the devastating flood. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe for more content. And remember, keep your hearts open to the Word of God. Until next time.